brush strokes waking quiet walls. Stories breathe where echoes fall. Hands and hearts begin to speak. Welcome to HUACHUCA Creatives.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of HUACHUCA Creatives. My name is Yeterian.
And I'm Teresa Ebbs.
And in this episode, we're going to be talking about something I know absolutely nothing about, which is paint pour. Huh?
Me either.
Okay, well, we are still going to try and navigate our way through the wilderness of paint pour. But first of all, make sure you realize that we got a lot coming up.
We do. We have the open judged art show that we have every year here coming. The reception part is coming up February 7th. And the open house for that will be from 1 to 7. So drop by that day and check it out.
Sounds
and
good.
And vote for your favorite piece for People's Choice Award.
Absolutely. So come on down, and the address here at the HUACHUCA Art Gallery is 1835 Paseo, San Luis. And I think you'll find that there's some remarkable talent throughout Cochise County. Teresa, who are we surrounded by here? Who are these two strange people that we got sitting next to us?
We have Pam Chandler here. She's going to be our student for the day. She's going to learn how to do paint pour.
And who's going to teach her how? Because I'm not going to do it.
Marsha Earhart.
Marsha Earhart.
She is the paint pour artist for the gallery.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, Pam, have you ever done this before?
I have not.
So what's your normal artistic form? What do you do?
Well, I am here as a photographer and as a jewelry maker.
So you do jewelry and photography. Okay. And if I recall, your favorite genre of photography is black and white. Is that correct?
That's true. It is.
Absolutely.
It's very dramatic.
Very dramatic.
Yes.
And Marsha, I got to ask. I mean, paint pour is such an interesting form of art. What got you into this?
Well, when I retired here to Arizona from Colorado in 2022, I was looking for something to do in my spare time. Now I think I have no spare time, but in my spare time, I wonder how I worked and got everything done. So I just started exploring, and I came across some acrylic art pouring videos, and I thought, wow, that looks fun. It looks so free, I think might be the best word. It has so much free in it and not a lot of discipline, because I'm kind of an undisciplined person, I think. So the lack of discipline in it and never knowing what you're going to get.
Well, let's get started. Let's see what this adventure looks like. And I'm just going to come back up here.
Okay. All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is kind of explain what we need to do an acrylic pour. So you want to have a cover on your table, unless you don't care if your table just piles up with paint, but you will have to clean it eventually. So I always put a cover on my table. What I'm using today and what I always use is freezer paper. It has a shiny side and has a dull side. I always put the shiny side up, and we'll get into that later. So we need cups to put our paint in. You can get these at the dollar store really cheap. Little cups with the lids. And the lids are important. You need a level. It's one of the most important things about acrylic pouring is that your work is level. If you don't have it leveled and you pour your paint and it goes to dry and say it's off by this much, guess what's going to happen? All the paint's going to go that way.
It's called gravity, right?
And you're going to have nothing here and all kinds of paint down here. So it's really important to have your work leveled. you're gonna need is not your friend. No. Well, and there are some types where it is your friend, but for this, what we're doing today, it's not. You need stir sticks. We're gonna mix our colors at some point into another cup in order to pour it onto the canvas. So you need a separate cup for all your different colors. I should have stock in paper towels because I always have a stack of paper towels next to me to clean up whatever little mess or my hands or whatever, so I don't get paint everywhere, even though I still get paint everywhere. You need your substrate, which is what you're going to be pouring the paint on. Today we're using an 8x10 canvas, 1/2 inch. This canvas has been primed. You want to make sure your canvas has been primed somehow. A lot of canvases in the stores, in the craft stores, not the dollar store probably, but Michael's, Hobby Lobby, the ones online are what they call gessoed, G-E-S-S-O-E-D. And that's a prime that they put on there to help keep paint from soaking right into the canvas. Today we're using canvas for beginners. I would suggest these 8x10, or you can get them in all different sizes, but they're canvas panels. They're a lot less expensive than the canvas. I use these all the time for practicing when I want to practice a new technique. So the first thing we're going to do, Pam has chosen a dark purple and a gold metallic and a black paint for her. What we're going to do today is just a pretty simple ring pour. Okay. What's called a ring pour. I've got beige, kind of a sage green color, and a darker brown. Let me first show the consistency of the paint. And very important that the consistency of each of your paints is the same. And the way we determine this is how the paint is going to run off the stick and what kind of how it hits the paint. Okay. So when you see this, I don't know if the camera can catch this, I'm trying to turn it a little bit. So when it runs off and it hits, see how it kind of mounds up, but it goes right into the paint real quickly? That's the consistency that we're looking for.
So you don't need it to be real thick?
No, in fact, we don't want it.
Does Jenny wouldn't run?
The medium I put in with my paint is called Floetrol. Floetrol. If you use Floetrol with your acrylic pouring, you don't have to measure anything because the Floetrol has that consistency pretty naturally. Now, if you use a super thick acrylic paint and you mix it in with Floetrol, you may have to add some water in. When you have to add water, you add little drops at a time. So there's consistency. Pam, for you, I'm going to recommend that when we pour this into our cup, that you put your gold color in the middle. Oh, only because metallic paints should be sandwiched between non-metallic paints. Well, let me tell you that black can be very overwhelming, and that's why I only have a small cup of black, because you're not put as much black in as the other colors to me, because it can wipe out your whole painting. So on a ring pour, we're gonna pour the paint down the side of the cup like this.
Okay.
If we were gonna do a straight pour, we would start up here and we pour the paint straight into the middle and in the top.
So I do have another question for you.
And
is there a color that will come out first? And is there a color that will come out last?
The color on the bottom come out last.
Okay.
We're going to layer it.
Okay.
So we're going to put a little bit, not a lot, a little bit of our first color in.
Okay. It's like that much?
That's fine. Then we're going to take our second color and we're going to put it right on top of it.
On top of it.
Now, are you going to go down on there, angled? For this one, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
For a ring pour, I am.
All right.
Okay. Then take your third color.
Okay.
And for black, you're only
going to put it in.
You're just going to put a dab in. I'll tell you when to. Little while. Okay, you can put a little bit more in.
Triple dab.
There you go. We'll try it. Yeah, okay. Then we're gonna go with our. I'm gonna put my third color in.
So you're gonna put that, should I put my purple again?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, there we're gonna go.
I do the
We'll basically do this till we run out of paint or the cup is full.
Oh,
Then we're just gonna keep layering.
okay.
When I take my paint out of the Floetrol container, I filter it 2 times through a strainer.
So how do you feel about the first phase of your lesson, Pam? Do you feel like you got something going on here? You ready for this pour?
Yeah, I feel like I see rings consistent, kind of.
I got to tell you, the cup already looks artistic.
Yes.
You might be able to sell that just the way it is.
Pretty happy with that. I don't know what the translation of that is going to be.
Now, do you want purple to be your main color? Is there any purple left in there?
Only by accident. Do you want me to put it right on top?
Yeah, go ahead and finish it with purple. Now, this is optional, but I like to do this on a ring pour. I'm going to take the stick right down through the center.
Right through this, kind of draw a line in the middle.
Yeah, I see that.
Wow, like coffee, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can do this once. You can do it twice. You can do it 3 times. And this will change your painting. Okay, now we're going to just kind of squeeze our cup a little bit here.
Okay, I'm going to squeeze it.
Okay. I'm going to do a ring pour only on the top part of mine.
Okay.
Because I'm going to do a couple of different things here.
Okay.
Thanks.
Stand back,
So
Teresa.
what you're going to do, you're going to start a little big. You'll start in the center of yours. Okay. But you're going to start.
In this, like, I'm going to start in the middle?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then just let some paint come out.
Okay.
And just turn.
Go in a circle?
Just do the ring.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Okay, it's good looking.
And then try to stay in the center.
Okay.
And then get littler, as time goes on. Okay, I'm going to stop because I want some for down here.
So I'm going to do
So you can leave your rings big if you just,
if
kind
I
of
start
bigger.
and then I work
Then-
my way inside?
Yeah, and if you want them to be smaller,
Okay.
stay in the center. And another thing you can do, I'm going to show you this right now. You can travel a little bit with your paint. So we're going to go very small. And I'm going to turn it a little bit. Turn my cup a little bit. And see what it did to the design.
Oh, it's completely different.
Completely different. And do tiny and go bigger. I think that's great.
That's some neat colors to come together.
Look at you, Pam. You're already a master at this. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Now I'm doing a little, and I'm going to travel down. And I'm going to get bigger as I go. You can see what that does. Oh, Pam, that's awesome.
That is incredible.
That is a really
Yeah.
good pattern, isn't it?
There comes the purple ruffles.
Oh, look at that.
Now, how long does it, when you get all your paint on the canvas, how long does it take for it to flow?
It'll do it quickly. Yeah, it'll do it very quickly. Oh, but this is probably going out as much as it's going to go without me tilting it. We're going to have to manipulate it. And if you want purple in the middle, Pam, you can stop and go back into the middle and add some purple in there if you want to. But if you want it all on the outside, that looks cool. We just gave you a great idea.
It does look cool. So the question I have is, as a complete novice, not even novice, completely ignorant to this, is how much of a pour as an artist is something that you feel a need to control, and how much of it is kind of surrendering to the outcome? Or do you have that kind of ability to know what's going to happen before it happens?
Well, it kind of depends on what mood you're in. Because I've done pours where I've just kind of taken the paint and just put it everywhere. Just kind of, oh, let's see what happens.
No.
Or a controlled one, like a ring pour.
I see.
I'm going to show you on this one something that I do that I'll do a lot of times with my pours. This is called rect.
Okay.
Ring pour.
I see. Okay.
That's the same technique that you were using in the cup.
Except now you're doing on the surface itself. Yeah. So you're getting the cuts through there, and it's actually pulling the colors through the pour.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then of course you have this very eclectic feel and look with the lines coming out of it. It's yeah. So you have a lot of freedom.
You have a little Mandela thing.
Yeah, you do.
It's really style of it.
That's okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. So now you have plenty of paint to sketch.
Yeah, I have a lot of paint.
So here's the question for you now.
Yes.
How much of that design are you willing to lose off the canvas?
Okay. Yeah.
So when I ask you that,
Yeah.
as I start to stretch this, I'm going to lose some of my design. So if I don't want to
Just
lose
sit
that
there.
much of it,
Okay.
I'm going to take just a white paint and put it around the edges.
Oh, that's what she was talking about, putting the white around the edges.
This is going to flow off first, and I'm going to be able to keep more of my design on there. So as this goes, it's going to push that white off of there. And then I can bring it back the other way and do this. You can do it really, really slow. If you want to go fast, you can, but slow is usually better. Look better than stretch it out this way a little bit. Bring it back. Get over to the corner.
I have so much paint. I think that I don't need any white.
You probably, you don't. I probably didn't either, but
With having just the white, I mean, look, it almost looks like a butterfly.
Oh,
Those angles. You see that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I see it. How often do you find yourself looking at one of your pours and saying, oh my God, this is that, like we just saw the butterfly, for example.
oh, yeah.
And have you ever taken advantage of that to manipulate it so it is a greater representation of that image that you saw? Do you actually try and create an image out of your pours, in other words?
No.
Nope, you allow it to speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Every time I've tried to create,
Yeah.
I haven't been successful.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
But
When you have it all running off the top, how do you finish the edges? Does it just continue to gradually sift down on its own, or do you have to do something?
well, it'll continue to flow off, but you do want to. A lot of times, what I'll do is you could take this paint off of here,
Mm-hmm.
and just take it like this.
Okay.
And if my edges are not getting covered,
yeah, my
you can take the paint and
Just add it back to it.
add it on.
I see. Okay.
But I always try to have enough paint on there that when I stretch it, the paint's gonna go. It's gonna completely cover the edges, and it's gonna do it off.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I must say, for your very first pour,
Yeah, man, you got to put that up for the art show coming up. Enter it. That is really sensational. Yeah, I think.
Like the combos.
Wow, look at that thing move! It's like a dream. That is really interesting. Very
I was
interesting.
looking at mine and thinking, I did not put enough green. I didn't put as much green in as I wanted. Now I could go back.
I could
go back.
ask if you could add more.
Let's do it. Just do.
Because you can. So,
So I think that I'm down
A little green in here.
are you satisfied?
I am totally satisfied. That is, I am just blown away. I'm blown away.
So, do you think this is something that you might try and pursue in the future, Pam?
I don't know, but it's beautiful, and the thing for us women is that we can choose colors according to our room, right? That's for the bathroom or for your
Yeah.
for the kitchen or whatever, and you can make it easily according to what you have in your house, so the decorating needs of your house, or your best friend's favorite colors. There you go.
So, Pam, before you started this, did you come in with any kind of preconceptions or expectations, and did this meet those expectations?
You know what? It's always a thing. It's a great big question. How will it go? Will it look like mud? Will it look good? Will I understand what to do? And how will it come out? It's like a great big surprise. It's a great big surprise, but it's so easy. And everything that you did, you made me feel comfortable, and I wasn't afraid to try.
Good.
Yeah. So it was
Never be afraid.
encouraging. Now, are you considering doing any classes in the future?
I am, actually. I am. I'd actually kind of like to do a series of classes.
So this is sensational. It's beyond my expectations, Teresa, because I really didn't know what to expect.
I didn't
getting
either.
Here. I paint pour. It sounds kind of very simple. You just pour some paint. I mean, it is what it is, right? But it's far more than that.
Most of the time, you're not going to get what you expected. Did you get what you expected out of that?
No, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know, and I was really fearful of mud. But it didn't, because she were very clear.
Marsha, thank you so much for taking us through this demonstration. Really is an eye-opener, and definitely I learned a lot from watching you guys do this. Pam, I learned a lot from you, and you've never done it before. So
Incredible.
you'll be able to step up to the plate and start teaching this before you know it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
So,
No.
all right.
It's a middle.
All right. Well, thank you both very much for participating in this episode and showing us this incredible art form. And we look forward to seeing your classes in the coming future. Wow, Teresa, we made it through that pour without getting any paint on us. That's amazing. That's good because, I don't know.
I kind of look like an acrylic pour, though.
You do. I don't see any dragons, though.
No.
No dragons.
No dragons.
Well, that was educational. So,
It was. And I encourage anybody, whenever her posts show up for the class, to come give it a try.
I think you
It's
should.
a lot of fun.
Well, and we do a lot of classes here.
Yes, we do.
And that will just be another one added to the list of the many types of classes that we have in that studio back there. Everything from oil painting to watercolors
To acrylics.
and now paint pours. So if you're interested in any of those things, please come on down, sign up for a class. We have some really brilliant artists who are also brilliant teachers. We'd love to see you come down here and take part in them. So Teresa, let's just remind everybody that we have on the 7th of February
our reception for the open judged art show that's coming up.
And you'll see a lot of additional artists, not necessarily members, are they?
Right, because it's open to everyone in Cochise County and around.
Thanks so much for joining us in this episode of HUACHUCA Creatives. We look forward to seeing you stop on by at 1835 Paseo San Luis here in Sierra Vista, Arizona. And that's a wrap for this episode. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
Bye.
Leaves grow soft, the colors stay. What was shared now finds its way till paths align and visions meet. We'll see you next at HUACHUCA Creatives.